What is up, everyone? Michael DeBond here with the latest episode of Starbeam.one, Standup and Shine and Shill. We got a little bit of shilling going on today, I'm proud to say. And, Happy New Year's 2023 underway. And this is a show that I put together to keep everyone up to date. What is going on with my project, Starbeam.one. Been at it since 2019. And this is based after the agile methodology of letting you know what I've been working on, what I will be working on, any sort of friction points that I'm encountering, and it turns out so much more. Let's begin. I do this every 2 weeks, and every time it's just brushing off the dust, and that's kind of the reason why I do it, is because I feel like I just need to be in front of a camera to get my thoughts out of my head, talk about this project, and, I'm not always just typing sort of thing. So it's sort of a mental health thing, and if you run a project or just do something like this, I definitely encourage you to do that. I find it very therapeutic. So, program notes, moving here to the first slide, is just getting sort of acclimated here, any sort of big bulletin points that are happening with the project. And Happy New Year, I've already said that. And we are still in Alpha 1, developing Alpha 2 features. And that's, hopefully we're going to have that done in February, but also kind of looks like it's going to be April. It's going to be one of those two. We'll talk about that as time goes on here. But the most important thing right now is the featured market. We got the featured market complete, and I was going to launch that tomorrow, but I got that done this morning, and it's super awesome. So featured market really, it sounds like a lot, or it's like a big deal. I guess it kind of is. But it's just more of the same of what we have now. So basically, we did have a featured market, but it was just lower prices. And the idea with what we were doing, we're calling it the standard market now, was that it's supposed to be higher quantity and lower prices. And it is. It works exactly that way. But the problem is that you need a lot of collectors in order to make that happen. And so what we do is we give you one license, and then you have to prove that you can sell that one license, and then we give you two licenses, and so on and so forth. And you have to prove to the market that you can sell these licenses. Well, in order to prove to the market that you can sell those licenses, you need to have the market to prove to, sort of thing. So we don't have that market just yet, and we're trying to grow that. And one of the things that we're looking at, or one of the things we've been encountering, is getting artists on board. And the artists that we've been attracting are more like the NFT artists, and they're more familiar with the NFTs. And so when you show them this model of 0.25, they really just don't get it. So there's been kind of a struggle to get the artists on board. And because of that, we haven't really gotten a lot of collectors on board as either. So what we're doing now is this featured market, which is more like NFTs, and it's really very similar. In fact, I got it together in about 10 days. So we were shooting for 2 weeks to get that together, and we got that together, and it's ready this morning. And so now we got this in place where artists can sign up, and they can issue their products with higher prices. So you get $10 or 10 flares of capacity, and you can divvy that up however you like with price versus quantity. We suggest one, having a quantity of one. So if you have two products with one license per product, and that license costs $5, well, that's what you can do now. And so that's a little bit more appealing to issue and to sell as an artist. And we're hoping because of that, we get more collectors. Okay, so that's sort of where we're at right now. We've got the featured market and the standard market. Let's move on to statistics. All right, dashboard statistics. And I remember this time because I usually just jump to the other slide, but we kind of get into the screen to kind of show what's going on. We got 100 visitors already today, which is great. We've been kind of, it's been really quiet. So I've been developing this featured market. I haven't really been marketing, and we really got to kind of hit a lull. Of course, it's New Year's and holiday season, so people have more important things to do than help us start up, of course. And so we're really waiting for the featured market to have that in place before we started promoting again. And here we are. This morning got announced it to very few people, and we already got 100. So that's kind of where we're, when we feel we're doing a good job. We're at about 100 visitors a day right now, and that's where we are. We had a new user account. One of my friends signed up with a PayPal account, and that's what you can see there. And so we've been issuing anywhere from 10 to 15 licenses per day, which is really good, right? So now we've got that's what you can see here. We got 17 licenses. We're over 1,000 licenses that have been issued, and we're going to scroll down here to sales. Today we've already, it's a featured market. This is kind of the other thing too, right? We're getting higher prices, and it's worth, I guess you can call us a market fit, right? So we're fitting the market right now, and the market right now is more. We don't have a lot of that quantity. Our collectors base is not very large, and so I think we need to raise the prices a little bit to meet that, and also to attract more collectors as well, because I think when you start seeing higher prices, we're going to get a little bit more traction there. But the standard market is not going away. So I also just want to say that, I'm long on the standard market because I feel that's ultimately that's where people are going to gravitate towards, because it's going to be that lower prices and higher quantity, and that's kind of what's going to lock everything in for creators. I feel that way. So you got your flashy sales or whatnot, but at the end of the day, you're going to be making your money, your reproducible and your standardized money, your revenues through the standard market. And so there's lower prices and higher quantity, just like Patreon, right? That's how Patreon works as well. And so we have a model around that. And so I know I'm taking a lot of time here and just kind of just jump through here. You just want just jump to the good stuff here with making sure the balance is 0, and it is. All right, so I want to use this as the shilling aspect. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to the front page. And I should also mention, if you want to get to the dashboard, you can do this. So at any time, you don't even have to be signed in. Just click this hamburger menu up top and just click on dashboard, and that will take you to the dashboard. But here we are. We've got the front page, and you can see all the collectors. We've got over $200 or 200 flares, which is $200 of sales volume, and we're reaching up to 800 sales total. And this is kind of the cool thing about the standard market, is even though we are selling them at 25 cents, and we still are, it's a lot of experience, right? So we have a lot of confidence now in the system that can make these sales. We haven't had a lot of issues, if any, with making these sales. So we know we can produce these sales, and now we can just start increasing the prices. So there is that aspect. And so here we go. We've got a featured book here, and you'll notice here we've got we prefaced the market with what the what market is in. With the asset that's being sold here. So standard image is an image that's being sold on the standard market. Same here, featured book. So this is a book that's being sold on the featured market. And we've got a featured image here, which is an image being sold on the featured market. So let's check out this book. Book is kind of novel, and really not a lot has changed. It's just the price, and it's also, we just want to make sure it's organized, right? We want to make sure it's in the right place, and that we can track it accordingly. We just don't want to have something that's supposed to be for standard and we just increase the price. No, we wanted something that was a little bit more formalized, and that's what we've done. So but when at the end of the day, when you look at it here, you see it's a featured market. You can see, and it also kind of tells you what it's about. It's a lower quantity at higher prices, and that's what the featured market is all about. And so everything's pretty much the same. It's just a higher price. And so this one's being sold for $3 here. I'm going to hit the back, and we're going to go back to a featured image, and you can see the same thing here for that featured image. And the prices are a little bit more because of the one-time sale. The quantity is 1, and there will probably be no other reissuances of this product. So again, kind of getting back to the lower quantity and higher prices. All right, so hopefully that gives you a little bit better. I'm excited about this because our sales are already, just with a few sales, we've already reached our a typical maximum. So we're almost at $5 already with just this with half the day through. So good news here. All right, whew, I'm chatting up a storm here. Yes. So what did I do? I did the featured market. I think that's clear and present, as they say. All right, so what am I doing now for the next 2 weeks until the next episode here? You got the feature market done, or done enough is really what it is. And so got that deployed and, ready to use. All the important pieces are there, but, I'm not entirely happy with it. Probably got about 10% of tasks left. So number one, when we go to the welcome screen, when you first see it, it's not very clear what's featured or standard. So I want to clear that up a little bit, but I also want to make it so you can filter. Much like we can filter our asset types right now between images and video and whatnot, I want to filter by market. So you can say this, I just want to see the standard market or the featured market only, and so we can filter by that. And then I want to make it so that you can just go and see the entire market for each of these markets and link them accordingly. So there's some work there. Again, the major pieces are in place, but I still want to finish those pieces, the remaining pieces. And so that'll be like 2.5 days. Got that denoted there in the planning spreadsheet there on the left. And so from there, there's this other market that we've also captured this. We've talked about this as a community, and it's such a cool idea that I want to try it out. Now that we've got this feature market that only took 10 days to implement, I'm kind of wanting to go with a hot hand here and see what we can put together for this treasure market. And this is sort of, at one point we were selling our very first licenses for each artist at $1 or 1 flare. And so when you made your first sale, it was one flare or $1, and it's sort of like the American thing to do, right? Or just as a business owner having your first dollar on the wall sort of thing. And I kind of want to revisit this with this treasure market. And so it's sort of the same thing as the featured market, where you have one of one, and it is a picture of a treasure chest. And so the featured image is what's inside that treasure chest when you open it, sort of thing. And so that's all it is. And you can only issue one of these, and it's only one. It's one of one. That's all, and you can't increase or modify the quantity, and the price is set at $1. It starts at $1, and so you can't control the price or quantity, but you can control the content. And so this is what the treasure market is, or the treasure stream is sort of how you can look at it. And you can only issue one per day. So it starts at $1, and then the next time that you issue it, the price increases by 4%. And so it's also kind of a lesson in, or an experiment really, a lesson and experiment in compounding interest sort of thing. And so I want to see where this goes, right? It's like a really kind of interesting idea, and it's sort of one of those things where I just want to see, it's almost dangerous, right? It almost makes me a little bit uncomfortable seeing the prices kind of increase by this, but I want to see what happens, right? Because this could be a marketing thing, right? We can see if once the prices keep increasing, how do people react to that, right? Or do they react to it, or what happens? It's just sort of one of those things where it's like, well, I might be able to put this together in a week, 10 days sort of thing, and I want to see what happens. Sort of. So that's the treasure market, and I'm hoping to have that done. And from there, what else is it? Then there's the Star Vault, right? Getting the having our galleries and Star Vault, having a little better experience around that, because now people are starting to build their collection, and I'm a collector now, and I want to be able to have really good control over the Star Vault, and having the collections there, being able to manage that and view that accordingly. So that's what's next after all that. Friction points, yes. Now, we've had ReSharper here before, and unfortunately they are back. I got the latest version of ReSharper, and there is a performance problem that's been hounding both Visual Studio and ReSharper. Now, it looks like for over almost 2 years now. I think I reported it in April of 2021, and it's now 2023, and here we are still talking about just major problems with basic typing in a text editor, and it's just really driving me nuts. And so I try to be patient here, 2 years now, almost now, and counting, and with each version it's always, yes, it's getting better, and now here we are with the latest version of ReSharper. It is not better, and so ReSharper's back here on the friction points. Harold is very familiar with that, although ReSharper's been doing okay recently, but it's just one of those things where it's there, and it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait, I'm going to be patient here until the next version, and now here, the next version here is here, and some things are better, but other things are not. And pressing keys and typing, and then having my PC look and feel like a cryptocurrency mining rig is just to the point where it's like, okay, now I need to say something about it. So that's my major friction point, and hopefully going forward we're going to get this addressed, but I'm going to keep this here going forward. Okay, effectiveness levels. So I've put these into different categories, and just going to jump right through these to let you know how I'm feeling about things. And morale, overall, I'm feeling really good about the project now. Now that we've got feature market, I feel like this is the pivot that we were supposed to make, and it was also really easy to put together. So it was like 14 days I scheduled, and it's 10 days. It's already out there, right? So I was going to announce it and deploy it tomorrow morning, but it's already out there this morning, so I'm feeling really good about everything right now. Technology, so feeling better, even though we're having problems with ReSharper. Just overall, I'm able to put, like I just mentioned, got the feature market together, so I'm feeling really good about that. Marketing's always a churn, and I just, it's such a mystery to me, right? Some people just really understand marketing, and they just put together, and they're able to get the thousands of followers and thousands of tweets and retweets, and I struggle. I really do, and it is such a embarrassment, because that was my major. My major was in marketing, and I really struggle with it. So it's still like just above the midline there. Okay, finally I'm going to go with support, and it's not the product you build, but it's the product you support, and I'm feeling really good about this right now. We don't really have a lot of support tickets, but I really try to do my best, maybe being a little bit too polite or too friendly and too nice with our support tickets, but I'd rather be that than anything else, really, and it's just one of those things where, again, you want to be the best support there, and you want to err on the side of being those things rather than the alternative sort of thing. But I'm feeling really good about it at an 8 out of 10 right now. All right, there we go. That is the episode. Happy New Year to everyone. A fantastic 2023. I hope it's a great one for you. I hope it's a great one for me and Starbeam.one as well, and everyone else that's out there with Starbeam.one, that, you know, our community on Discord and Twitter. We're doing a really great job. So thanks to everyone out there that's helping out, and wish you a very prosperous and profitable 2023, and that Starbeam.one is a big reason for that. So thank you to everyone out there, and thank you to all the collectors that are collecting, and thank you to everyone who's really supporting the project. Really very much appreciate it, and until next time, stay safe and stay bright out there. Goodbye.